Askreddit asks, it's almost 2020. What futurist thing did you seriously think we'd have by now?
A way to regrow teeth.
Or some sort of way to restore enamel on teeth, or even add some sort of coating over it to prevent erosion of the enamel.
No freaking joke. All the stuff we can do, and we can't figure out how to regrow a tooth or even stop gums from receding.
Elevators that allow you to cancel a floor selection. Some newer ones allow you to undo by pressing the button twice.
I'll do you one better. I just started a new job and our elevators don't have floor buttons. Outside the elevator, you use a touch screen to pick a floor. Then the screen tells you to go to a specific elevator. You get on that elevator and you go right to your floor. Edit. I'm not telling you where I work.
Smarter traffic lights.
The city where I live has smart lights at every intersection. So if there's nobody else around, you get a green light before you even come to a stop. What I'd also like though, are lights that can detect when traffic is starting to back up after the intersection, and preemptively turn red before people start filling it up. It's pretty frustrating to wait through 3 cycles to turn left onto a main street because people block the intersection at the end of each cycle.
What do you mean? It's midnight and I am the only person on the road for 12 miles. Of course I need to wait at the light.
My dad, who was born in 1950, is severely disappointed we don't have commercially available hoverboards or hovercars by now. He also thinks that hoverboards, the two-wheeled balance things, are a disgrace to the name. I have to agree. Edit. Yes, I'm fully aware of why flying cars aren't the best idea. He means hovercars, not flying cars. Cars that hover a few inches, feet off the ground. Their purpose? None, really, but still pretty freaking cool.
Terrible branding decision. When actual hoverboards come out, they'll have to just make a completely different product name as opposed to real hoverboard.
A permanent way to stop balding.
Please come soon. I'm 21 and I'm already starting to get a receding hairline. Dad and Uncle both started going bald early and I'd rather not.
I've literally just started on finasteride today. Right about when you posted this comment. Gonna pray the bald away.
A printer I can plug in and use without installing driver software.
I recently bought a new printer and now I'm convinced that there was only one person who ever knew how to write drivers for a printer, and he died in 2002.
A Wi-Fi printer that will stay connected.
Yes. What possible explanation could there be for a 300 MB software package just to operate a damned bubble jet?
I'm old. When I was little in 2020 I thought commercial space tourism would be a thing. It's still only for the billionaires of this world.
When I was little in 2020 time traveler detected.
Escalators taking us everywhere. I got an escalator engineering degree for nothing. This is bullshit.
Fuck bro, you went all in. I will await the escalator utopia.
Get your masters to elevate your career.
While I wanted hoverboards, I'm pretty impressed. I mean seriously, we have fingerprint scanners in our phones. If someone told me that was a thing when I was 8 I would have shit myself. I thought it only happened in spy movies to get past restricted areas.
And now we get pissed off when it takes more than 2 attempts to unlock your phone.
In the 70s and even early 80s I was discouraged from dreaming of a job working with computers because only a very few companies had access to them. Little did anyone realize that in a few short decades virtually everyone would have a literal supercomputer in their pocket.
Jetpacks always seem like they're just over the horizon. Be safe. Commercially mass production viable jetpacks. Of course concepts and collector's items exist. And that band sounds like one of those Imagine Dragons yuppies somehow figured out that a distortion pedal is a thing.
They promised us jetpacks. Red Foreman.
They exist. They're just loud as fuck. A bigger size limit on emails and better quality Bluetooth technology.
Bluetooth is amazing in the ways it can fuck up communication between 2 devices that are 6 inches apart.
I don't know if I thought it should be here by now. But I'd like to think we're getting close to universal translators everyone could wear around their neck and just punch in Japanese to German or something and the device hears your speech and translates it via a speaker. Maybe even little robot hands for ASL. Edit. I usually don't edit a top comment like this. But good God people, the hands were a joke. Obviously you'd go with text. That is all.
I grew up in the 1960s and I thought we would have been much further along in manned space exploration by now. We haven't gone to Mars yet or even back to the moon since 1972. But I can't complain about the great science returned from unmanned missions. Especially the discovery of other solar systems. On the positive side, the internet and the smartphone are way beyond anything I imagined happening in my lifetime.
We're going back to the moon soon. URL redacted.
A better form of public transport.
We know how to build fast, frequent, reliable public transit. It's just that very few places spend the money to build and operate it properly. New tech can't fix that.
Are you from the US by chance? Because public transport in Europe is tight AF. And Asia has some baller-ass train systems from what I hear. Faster traveling across continents be faster. Or at least, cheaper. Seems like we're stuck on the same planes from 10 years ago. Would expect the modern ones to be way faster by now. And the current ones we have should be cheaper to reflect that. Something like taking the bullet train versus the regular train. Both should be available at different price points.
Actually, most of us are flying on airplanes that were designed 30 years ago.
A dramatically higher age cap. Not just average lifespan, but the top of the top lifespan. I always thought it'd be cool to see 200-plus-year-old person. As a kid I thought we'd also be able to transfer out consciousness to a computer or robot for storage until a vessel like an android were invented.
The singularity is near.
Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe to support the channel, and above all, have an excellent day you incredible people.